Commissioner Skelton had made the offer to do a quick welcome to everyone here. And if I could have you go ahead and come forward, and then we'll proceed through with our program. We're not going to take a lot of time this morning, so it's just about saying thank you. So, Mr. Skelton.
Thank you. Hi, good morning. Ike Skelton, presiding Commissioner of Camden County. Just want to say thank you for coming this morning for this presentation. I want to thank Como for getting things together for this, that we were able to secure this for our county. Auditor Laughlin helped them off a lot with the grant request that we got done for them, and I'm very honored that we have the opportunity to expand broadband in Camden area. It's incredibly important that we have this type of infrastructure, not only for our families, for schools and other things that we need to do, but it also helps bring business to our area with higher broadband speeds, and so that we can conduct the business that we need to conduct throughout our county, and nowadays with a lot of homework done throughout the country. So again, thank Como for getting this together, and I'm looking forward to this going forward, and hope that it all is very nice and smooth. The ground is easy to dig through, and whatever you have to do. So thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, guys. Welcome, everyone. As I look around the room, this is a lot of familiar faces, and obviously, this is a wonderful opportunity to have this event. So thank you for joining us today. My name is Corey Tenmensel. I'm Director of Member Care here at Como. Earlier this year, Governor Mike Parson announced the Department of Economic Development would award $261 million through the ARPA Broadband Internet Program. And after numerous applications for projects to expand and improve internet access statewide to help the underserved communities, 60 projects were awarded. Como was successful and honored to have received 2 of those projects that we're entrusted funds with. We're very thankful for that. At Como, our mission is to improve the quality of life in the region we serve. Those of you that work here know that, we live that. And that's what we believe. That mission started in 1939 when we turned on the first electric meter to serve the homes of the region. That mission continued nearly a decade ago when our board of directors made the decision to get into fiber optics. It was a time when it was unprecedented. It was unprecedented in our industry, and there weren't models to follow. And so that has worked well for our organization. And our directors knew it was an essential utility that we needed to bring to rural America for the next phase. So we're really excited about that. We've been fortunate to serve our region with ultra-fast internet, television, and home phone services. As we continue to drive to connect our community, programs such as the ARPA Broadband Infrastructure Program are an invaluable resource to help us continue our mission. Thank you, guys. We're here today to formally announce the ARPA Broadband Expansion Funding awarded to serve part of the Camden County area. Receiving this funding is an outstanding opportunity and achievement for Como Connect, Camden County Commission and the residents you represent, and the Department of Economic Development to find a way to benefit the citizens by bringing high-speed broadband to residents of the Niangua arm of the Lake of the Ozarks near Camden. So I'd now like to ask Chief Operations Officer of Como Connect, Mr. John Simonowski, to come up and provide a few details on this project.
Thanks very much, Corey. Commissioner Skelton, thanks for your opening comments. As Corey mentioned, I just wanted to take a moment to thank the Department of Economic Development, the Office of Broadband Development, and the County Commission for being here today and for their efforts bringing broadband services to the northern portions of Camden County. As we build into this area, thousands of community residents and businesses will be able to take advantage of high-speed internet. We take pride in providing these services. It'll enhance the day-to-day lives of many residents and businesses as we deploy services and take advantage of the latest fiber optic technology. We are honored to be selected for this funding opportunity and look forward to expanding our role within the Camden County community. At Como, we often refer to our service area as Como Country. And while that moniker was once specific to our electric footprint, we are proud to extend that past our traditional electric territory borders and into adjacent territories, including Camden County. And if you look at the map on display here, you'll see an outline of our plan to bring service to the Niagara arm of Lake of the Ozarks. As we build out this area, we will tackle the project in a phased approach, and our team is working diligently with all of the preparations to commence construction as soon as possible. We're working very closely with our friends at Laclede Electric in order to make that happen. And as far as timing is concerned, we are hoping to initiate construction in multiple phases at some point later this year. And as we venture into this region, there are a few members of the team that I would like to definitely call out. Some of you in attendance may already know our business development team, but for those who don't, Josh Merrill and Janie Biggs will undoubtedly be your go-to team for business services in the community. Josh and Janie?
Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate that.
They are already meeting with business owners in the area and will continue to be Como's liaisons for businesses in the region. If you're a business owner or a housing or condo association representative, please take a moment today to meet with Josh and Janie, and they'll be able to help you with any questions that you may have. It's very interesting working within a new region for Como, because it doesn't take long before a Como truck rolls down a residential street that residents are stopping them in their tracks and asking them, when is Como coming to town? It's a great thing to hear. It tells us that people understand our reputation and what we can bring to a community. And so it's just a very welcoming atmosphere as we roll our trucks into Camden County. And so now I'd like to take a moment to introduce to you Broadband Grant Specialist Jeff Sutter from the Department of Economic Development to say a few words.
Right, thank you. Good morning. I'm Jeff Sutter from the Missouri Office of Broadband Development. I appreciate you all coming out here today and letting us talk a little bit about our excitement for this project. First of all, it needs to be said that our office has never made a fiber connection, nor have we built out any network infrastructure ourselves. That's why it's so important to have companies like Como to partner with us to provide these services to areas of the state that need it most. We are incredibly gratified to see the level of interest our ARPA broadband infrastructure program received, and are thankful for Como and its board of directors and the county commission for willing to step up to the plate and be willing to serve this area of Camden County with its Niagara project. As we are all aware at this point, Missouri has had a historic opportunity to upgrade and expand its infrastructure. Affordable and accessible broadband internet is no longer a luxury, but a need in order to make Missouri a truly economically competitive state and to bring its rural areas into the 21st century. In 2022, the Missouri legislature appropriated $250 million in American Rescue Plan funds toward a broadband infrastructure program grant to be administered by the Office of Broadband Development, with $15 million allocated towards pole replacement funds. The state legislature generously expanded the state broadband's office capacity to 8, whereas before it was just one person, the director. This program prioritized serving unserved and underserved areas of the state in order to promote broadband development at locations that otherwise would not be served without the assistance of grant funds. About $1.3 billion in grant funds was requested from 321 applicants, and these applications were submitted in the application cycle that opened in August of last year. We were able to award about $261 million in grant funds to 60 projects across the state, with a total project cost of $390 million. These projects will in total create 55,000 new connections across the state. As was mentioned, Como was ultimately awarded 2 projects in the Camden and Benton County areas, totaling to 2,299 new connections. These projects stood out to us as exactly the kind of projects our program was looking to fund. You were able to demonstrate a high level of local support from elected officials and stakeholder entities, and provided a high level of evidence in the application that it should be funded. The Como Niangua project will provide a little over 1,500 new connections to households, businesses, and community anchor institutions lacking in quality broadband service, with over $1 million in grant funds, in addition to over $700,000 in pole replacement funds. This project is fiber optic based and far exceeded our speed minimum requirements of 120 and is set at 1 gigabit per second symmetrical. In closing here, I'd like to thank Como and its board again for working with us through this process and look forward to the opportunities ahead with the ultimate goal of connecting all Missourians and moving Missouri further to the 21st century. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go a lot further, this is a little bit off script, but Dr. Thomas was able to join us today, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I don't want to leave without giving you the opportunity. Is there anything you'd like to address with this group?
I'd be happy to say that I think oftentimes people think legislators are totally out of touch with their districts, and fact is, we get it. We realize broadband is important. I was very happy to support this. So happy that Como Connect is coming in and doing this. I mean, the picture right there, I think we can all relate to that experience, and obviously it's much bigger than that, but having that connection, like was just stated, is no longer a luxury. It absolutely is a day-to-day reality and a necessity, and I think that's one of the best ways we can use our funds is to get everybody connected, get them part of the rest of the world, and we want everybody in our area of the state to be part of the bigger picture and move here, live here, do their business here, and have all the necessities to make that happen. So thank you very much. This is a great project.
Very good. Thank you. So thanks again for attending the event today, folks. Before I wrap things up, we do have several thank yous. First and foremost, we've got a ton of employees here, my peers, that are here in support. And you guys, as we've gone through and we've done this project together, we complete these projects together, we turn folks on and we serve them. And it's a passion we all live. And so thank you to our Como team. In addition, DED, Camden County Commission staff, Jimmy, Missouri Extension, those folks have put together some great tools. This is a collaborative, this is a community effort to do these. Citizens of Camden County for responding to the call to go back and say, hey, listen, we're served or we're not served, and it helps us get a picture and communicate with the broadband office about what those needs are. That doesn't go unnoticed. It's all of us working together. There's some individuals, Mark Klua, Joanne Pollock, Doug Groom, Aubrey Gradell, I think I said that right, Josh. Richard Smith, Joe Cooney, Jerry Tidwell, and if I've missed any, Rick Rusaw. We're going to continue to do this, and we're going to continue to do good things with these, with the people that are involved in this room, and we'll continue to engage these folks over here to our right. So with that, that's all we have for today. I've been told we'll take a moment for photos immediately following. Patrick will organize us with that, and so with that, I want to close, and we'll be around for questions at the conclusion if anybody would like to ask any questions. So thank you for your attendance today. That's it.